Good morning to all of you. My name is Khushi and I am from BSc Chemistry Honors second year 4th sem. This is the video for visually impaired students. My topic is covered from acid and bases. First of all, Arrhenius concept of acid and base. Arrhenius, a Swedish chemist, was the first to define acid and base in aqueous solution. According to Arrhenius, an acid is defined as a substance which contain hydrogen and which when dissolved in water gives hydrogen ion. Accordingly, all mineral acid like hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid containing hydrogen when dissolved in water dissociate completely into hydrogen ion. After that, Arrhenius named these acids which dissociate completely in water as strong acids. There are other acids like acetic acid, carbonic acid, phosphoric acids which when dissolved in water do not dissociate completely into ions. As a result, an equilibrium is set up between the ions and the undissociated acid molecule. As shown below, acetic acid in the presence of water it will dissociate into acetate ion and hydrogen ion, but equilibrium is set up between reactant and product. So Arrhenius named these acids as weak acids. According to Arrhenius, a base is a substance which contain hydroxyl group and when dissolved in the water gives hydroxyl ion. The substance like sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, which when dissolved in water dissociate completely to give hydroxyl ion. Arrhenius named these bases which dissociate completely in water as strong base. There are substances which do not completely dissociate into hydroxide ion. Arrhenius named these substances weak base. For example, substances like ammonium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, aluminium hydroxide do not dissociate completely to give hydroxyl ion. So Arrhenius named these acids as weak acids. After that, hydrogen ion obtained from the acid and hydroxyl ion obtained from the base combined together to form unionized water. Arrhenius described this combination of H positive ion and OH negative ion as neutralization reaction. Arrhenius concept is very simple and explain a number of phenomena like neutralization, hydrolysis of salt, strength of acid and base. However, there are certain limitations which are described below. Arrhenius concept of acid is applicable only in the aqueous solution. This concept fails to explain the acid or base behavior of the substance in non-aqueous medium such as liquid, ammonia, sulfur dioxide, alcohol, etc. Arrhenius concept fails to explain the acidic character of substance like carbon dioxide, sulfur trioxide, and basic character of the substance like ammonia, sodium carbonate, calcium oxide, etc. Arrhenius concept also fails to explain the reaction between an acid and a base in the absence of water. For example, ammonia and HCl react to give ammonium chloride. Although Arrhenius concept of acid and base suffers from number of limitations, yet the concept is useful and informative for an elementary approach. After that, we discuss about Bronsted-Lowry concept. Arrhenius concept of acid and base was further improved by Bronsted and Lowry. Both Bronsted and Lowry in 1923 incidentally introduced the same definition for acid and base. According to Bronsted-Lowry concept, acid is a substance which can donate a proton, whereas a base is a substance which can accept a proton. In other words, an acid is a proton donor, whereas a base is a proton acceptor. As a result, Lowry-Bronsted concept is sometimes called proton donor acceptor concept. It can be represented as acid equilibrium H positive plus base. According to Bronsted-Lowry, a neutralization reaction involves the release of the proton by an acid and the acceptance of that proton by a base. For example, the reaction between HCl and ammonia to form salt, ammonium chloride. This can be represented by this reaction in which ammonia having nitrogen containing lone pair electron donate its lone pair electron to the hydrogen ion of hydrochloric acid, forming ammonium ion and chloride ion. The curved arrow show how electrons must rearrange to result in the transfer of hydrogen atom from the acid to a base. The unshared pair of electrons on the nitrogen of ammonia is attracted by the partial positive charge on the hydrogen in the polar hydrogen chloride molecule. A comparison of the structures of the reactant and product shows that the hydrogen atom which was bonded to chlorine in the reactant is bonded to nitrogen in the product. Thus, a proton has been transferred from chlorine to nitrogen. To act as a Bronsted-Lowry base, a species must have at least one shared pair of valence electron so that it can form a covalent bond to a proton. After that, so that it can form covalent bond to the proton. To act as Bronsted-Lowry acid, a species must contain at least one of the hydrogen atom that is attached to an atom that is more electronegative than hydrogen. In the case HCl loses a proton and is an acid. Ammonia accepts a proton from HCl and is a base. Some other example of acid-base reactions are HCl plus water. It reversibly gives H3O positive ion and chloride ion. In HCl as react as acid and water react as base. It is important to note in the above example, the water act as a base with respect to hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid. Interestingly, water act as an acid with respect to ammonia, such a substance which act both as an acid or base. It called amphoteric या amphiprotic substance. Similarly, bicarbonate ion behaves as an acid and a base. Bicarbonate ion react with base forming ammonium ion and carbonate ion. In this reaction, bicarbonate ion act as an acid and ammonia act as a base. After that, HCl reacts with bicarbonate ion forming carbonic acid and chloride ion. In this bicarbonate ion act as a base with respect to HCl which act as an acid. After that, we study about conjugate acid base pairs. Let us re-investigate a reaction between acid and a base, that is when HCl and ammonia reacts with each other to form ammonium and chloride ion. HCl being an acid donate a proton and form chloride ion, whereas ammonia being a base accept a proton and form ammonium ion. Now the chloride ion has a tendency to accept the proton, whereas ammonium ion has a tendency to donate a proton. In other words, an acid donate a proton and become a base, and a base accept a proton and become an acid. Thus, a base formed from an acid is regarded as the conjugate base of the acid. Similarly, the acid formed from the base is called conjugate acid of the base. Acid and bases that are related by the loss or gain of H positive ion are called conjugate acid base pairs. We can represent the acid base pair by the reaction that acid reversibly gives conjugate base plus H positive ion, or we can say base plus H positive ion reversibly give conjugate acid. Some conjugate acid base pairs are given in which nitric acid and water reacts to give H3O positive ion, that is hydronium ion and nitrate ion. ऐसे ही नेक्स्ट है HCN plus H2O. It reversibly gives H3O positive ion plus cyanide ion. So it is important to note that Bronsted-Lowry concept is not restricted to only neutral molecule. This concept is equally applicable to the ions as well. A substance is capable of showing acidic character only if the other substance is capable of accepting that proton. For example, HCl is an acid in the aqueous media because water can accept the proton from HCl. However, HCl is not an acid in benzene because benzene does not accept H positive from the HCl. Not only neutral molecule, but cation and anion may act as acid and base. Both Arrhenius and Bronsted-Lowry concept require an acid to be source of proton. Thus, all Arrhenius acids are Bronsted-Lowry acids. According to Arrhenius, a base is a substance which gives hydroxyl ion, and according to Bronsted-Lowry, a base is a substance which accepts the proton. So carbonate ion can't give hydroxyl ion in the aqueous medium, therefore it can't be an Arrhenius base. Thus all Bronsted-Lowry base are not Arrhenius base. Further we discuss about limitation of Bronsted-Lowry concept. Although Bronsted-Lowry concept could explain the shortcomings of Arrhenius concept, yet it could not answer some of the well-established reaction. For example, it can't explain the reaction between acidic oxide like carbon dioxide, sulfur trioxide with the basic oxide like calcium oxide, barium oxide, magnesium oxides, which takes place even in the absence of water. And the acidic nature of compounds like BF3, FeCl3, AlCl3, this can't be explained by Bronsted-Lowry. After that, we discuss about Lewis concept of acid and base. G. N. Lewis in 1923 proposed a more general definition of acid and base, which is based upon the donation and acceptance of the electron pair. According to Lewis concept, an acid is a substance which can accept a pair of electrons, and base is a substance which can donate a pair of electrons. Acid is an electron pair acceptor. It means that a substance which has a vacant orbital to accommodate one or more pair of electrons can act as Lewis acid. On the other hand, a base is an electron pair donor. It means that any substance with unshared pair of electron can behave as Lewis base. Thus, the acid-base or neutralization reaction involve the formation of coordinate bond between the electron pair donor and electron pair acceptor. For example, the reaction between boron trifluoride and ammonia is a typical Lewis acid base reaction. In BF3, boron have vacant orbital, and in ammonia, nitrogen have lone pair of electrons. Nitrogen can form coordinate bond with the vacant orbital of boron. Let us now discuss Lewis acid in the detail. Molecule having central atom with incomplete octet of electrons. Boron trichloride, boron trifluoride, aluminium trichloride are the acids of this type. Simple cations. All the cations are short of electron can behave as Lewis acid. For example, sodium ion, potassium ion, calcium ion, but they behave as weak Lewis acid. This is because they have little tendency to accept electron due to their large size, and small sized cation can behave as strong Lewis acid. After that, molecule in which the central atom has available d orbital may acquire more than 8 electrons. For example, AlCl3, silicon tetrafluoride, tin tetrachloride, they can behave as Lewis acid because in there the central metal atom can expand its valence shell. For example, AlCl3 reacts with chloride ion to form an ionic species. Further, molecules with a multiple bond between the atoms of dissimilar electronegativity. Carbon dioxide represent an interesting example of double bond between carbon and the more electronegative oxygen atom. Oxygen, being more electronegative, has a tendency to attract the share pair of electron more towards it in carbon dioxide. In carbon dioxide, there is double bond in between carbon and oxygen. So this double bond is shifted towards the oxygen being more electronegative, and carbon attains positive charge which is neutralized by hydroxyl ion. After that, we discuss Lewis base in the detail. All the negatively charged anionic species can act as Lewis base. For example, chloride ion, oxide ion, hydroxyl ion, amide ion. The greater the charge density on the anion, stronger is the base. After that, neutral molecule with one or more than one share pair of electron. Neutral molecule with one or more than one unshared pair of electron. Molecule with unshared pair of electron act as Lewis base. For example, ammonia, water, ether act as electron donor. After that, alkenes and alkynes with multiple bond also form coordinate bond with metal ions in the organometallic compounds. After that, we discuss acid-base reaction. First is the example of combination between hydrogen ion and ammonium ion. Hydrogen ion and ammonia. It form ammonium ion. It form ammonium ion. In this, nitrogen containing lone pair of electrons can donate its lone pair of electrons to the hydrogen ion, forming coordinate bond between nitrogen and the hydrogen coming from any acid. Next example is combination between BF3 and fluoride ion. BF3 in boron contain vacant orbital and fluoride ion is a negatively charged species. It can donate its electron, it can act as a base, forming coordinate bond, and the product is formed called tetrafluoroborate ion. After the example of combination of cupric ion with the ammonia, further combination of stannic chloride with ether to give an adduct. As Lewis acid-base concept above is widely used because of its simplicity in understanding acid-base reaction. In spite of its wider application than Arrhenius and Bronsted-Lowry concept, its several disadvantages which are discussed below. Lewis concept is too general and consider all reaction forming a coordinate bond to be acid-base reaction. This is not true always. According to Lewis concept, some of the transition metals that form compounds with carbon monoxides, an acid-base reaction which is not correct. Formation of coordinate bond between an acid and a base is the basis of Lewis concept. However, the well-known acids like hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid do not form any coordinate bond with the base, such as sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide. Accordingly, hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid should not be regarded as acids according to Lewis concept. Lewis concept does not give any uniform scale of acid and base strength. So this is all the definition of acid and base according to Arrhenius concept, according to Bronsted-Lowry concept, according to Lewis acid and base concept. Thank you.